You know, these are nice. These are actually really nice. Just how comfortable they are. All right, we got the Echo Storm. This is not new by any means. I've been wanting this since it first came out, but I could never bring myself to paying $100 for them. Just based on the reviews when they first came out. They kind of had mixed reviews, mixed receptions. So I was waiting and waiting for like a good deal, a good sale, and I came across the kelp colorway on Amazon for like around $60, I think it was. I'll list the price on the screen. And I had actually ordered these like a month ago, and I ordered them the same time that I ordered my new light, which is super fancy right here. This thing here, when I ordered that, I ordered these and they sent me a size like 6. So I exchanged them for, I went down, I went to the 11s just based on the information out there with these. And they came a couple weeks ago. I've just been sitting on them. So I figured I should probably hurry up and check out these 11s to see if they fit before the return window closes. So here we are. Let's see if they sent me the right size this time. So this is the kelp colorway. It wasn't my first choice as far as the colors go, but yep, they sent me the right one. They sent me the 11s. But let's take a look at this. Let me focus. All right, so this was kind of revolutionary for Crocs when it first came out. It really caught a lot of attention. The kind of the futuristic design is pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. They have since come out with various other kind of similar variations of this shoe. We've got the Echo Surge, which I have, which was nice. I really don't wear it too much, but here's the Surge. They kind of took the Storm, like the base bottom of it, and kind of did something different with the top of it, adding the laces and whatnot. So one of the criticisms of the Echo Storm is it doesn't fit very well. It doesn't like kind of grab onto the foot very well. That's part of why I didn't get them initially, because I didn't want to buy something that didn't fit and that I wouldn't wear. But I kind of want to just do the review on them now, so that was part of why I got them too. The price was right. $60 is fair for these. I don't think they were ever worth $100. So they've got the Surge is one. They have a slide, the Echo Slide, which is really good, and then there's also the Echo Clog. I think was the initial one. So the Storm is rather unique. So people commented that they don't breathe very well, they don't fit well. So there's a lot of negatives. There's probably as many negatives about this particular offering as there are positives. But they look cool, so we'll give them a shot. One of the other criticisms too were they've only got a couple ventilation holes on the side and they're rather low. So if you're in any sort of inclement weather, your feet might get wet. You might get some water or mud or something through the side there, which is kind of contradictory to the whole, I think, marketing approach with this by calling it the Storm. Makes you think of like kind of weather, you know, and that these would be good in inclement weather, but I don't think they really designed them very well for that intent. So so the base is, I believe, a Crockszilla material. It feels like Crockszilla. It's got like the Echo footbed to it, which is nice and squishy. I think the Echo footbed is probably one of Crocs' best creations, you could say. Anything that has had the Echo footbed has been pretty comfortable. And then it has, it's not really a neoprene, kind of like a nylon upper. And it only kind of goes down, well, it goes all the way to the insole in the back here. Let me see if I can get the angle right, but it kind of cuts off towards the front. So it's kind of like an inner sock, I guess we could call it. And then we got some pull tabs here. And that's really the bulk of the entire shoe. Oh yeah, and then we've got some extra traction grip panels on the bottom to probably give it a little more traction, because the Crocszilla isn't always very grippy on different surfaces. So having these extra rubber inserts will probably provide some additional traction and a little more longevity to the shoe. They won't wear out as quick. So there's probably, I'm sure the majority of people watching this know more about this shoe than I do at this stage in the game with the Echo Storm. So I won't bore you any longer. It looks like it's made in China. So we'll throw it on foot and we'll get some action angles of it and see what else comes to mind. So again, I went down in size, so we'll see if that was the right choice as well. But I still think it's a cool looking shoe, even though it's not as fresh as it once was. I think people are a little, I don't know if they're fatigued with the look of the Storm at this state of its existence or what. But I still think it looks pretty cool. So, and it's not summer yet. It's not super hot out yet, so it's still kind of cool weather. So it's probably still good weather to be wearing this shoe. So we'll, without further rambling, let's throw it on foot. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clip the tags on these just so they're not flopping around on me while I'm walking. And I don't think it really matters. Since they came from Amazon, they will return it or they will receive it either way if the tags are on or not. If I choose to exchange it, which as long as it fits okay, the sizing isn't terrible, I'll keep these. Just because these are kind of an iconic Croc model that I think most people who buy and enjoy Crocs should try and experience at some point in their life. So we'll see how they fit. They go on pretty well. The 11s don't feel too bad. It's got a nice and wide toe box. So they went on fairly easily. That Echo footbed is nice and squishy. So we'll see if I can get them on without using my hands. So that wasn't too bad. So this inner sock liner, it flexes pretty good when you're trying to get your foot in. So just before walking, sliding in and standing up, my toes are, got about a ½ inch on the end where my big toe is. It's kind of in line with this last ridge right here. So, and then my smaller toes are kind of right here. They're kind of pressing against the edge. Like if I twist my foot a little bit, my toes are right here. They are pressed up against the edge. So we'll see how that feels walking. If it's too tight, then I will just send these back and probably leave it at that, because I think the 12s are going to be bigger than I want them to be. So we'll just deal with these 11s for the video, and then I'll make up my mind by the end whether or not I'm going to keep these. So typically if my little pinky toes, my smaller toes are pressed up against the the end of the shoe. It's usually kind of a deal breaker for me. But all right, we'll walk around with these a little bit. Let me get the tripod off. All right. So they are comfortable. Like I said, that Echo footbed is really nice. Yeah, my toes are right at the end. We'll see if the return window is still open on these. So I don't know if I recommend going down in size. I tend to wear 11.5 in some shoes, 12 in some, 11s in some. Depending on the Croc model, I either go up or down between 12 and 11. The Echoes, I usually go down, though the Echo Surge I went up with it being a closed toe. I don't have an Echo clog. The Echo Slides I went down to an 11, and those are fine with them being open toe. And these, I don't know. So like just having that inner sock liner, it's not really holding my foot in place too much. So as I walk, my foot kind of slides forward a little bit. And it's a soft enough, like, toe box area where it doesn't feel like horrible, you know? Like I still have kind of a soft resistance on the toe, even though my toes are right there, but they're still right there, you know? So I will probably 90% sure send these back. And whether or not I'll get the next size up is a different story. Just because I know they're not going to fit very well if I go up to a 12. You know, it makes me think of those Echo Waves. Like these are very similar in the sizing to those Echo Waves. Like the 11s, they're almost identical because like the 11s and the Waves, I had the same issue. My toes, the smaller toes were right up against the edge, and I don't really like that. They were too small. And with the Waves, like I know as sloppy as they fit, the 12s were going to be atrocious, so I didn't even bother with the 12s. And a video I had watched on the 12s, they were too big for the guy. So I'm afraid that I'm going to run into the same issue with these. So I don't know. They're comfortable though. I mean, that footbed's comfortable. I think I need a half size. This is another offering from Crocs that it's like a half size would be good. But since that's not an offering, I fall into this weird category in between where one size is too big and the next size is too small, which is unfortunate because there's a few pairs that fall into that category. Let me get the down low footage. So there's a few offerings that run into that sizing situation of one size too big and the other size is too small, and I'm not really able to enjoy those and keep them. And this kind of falls into that category. So aside from that, I can talk about like the characteristics of the shoe though. They're very lightweight. I can tell that they're going to be a little warm if I were to keep these and wear these. I've only had them on for a few minutes now, and I already kind of feel them warming up a little bit on my feet. So I don't know if that ventilation on the side is adequate. Just those couple little holes. They would benefit from having more ventilation on these, I think. They look pretty good though. I like how they look. They feel like they've got a little bit of like a midsole rise to them, maybe like a half inch or so. I feel like I'm a little taller off the ground wearing them. Those little traction pads provide a little bit of additional traction, and I don't feel them underfoot. That Echo footbed is soft enough and squishy enough that those harder rubber traction inserts, I don't feel them when I step down. I just feel the Echo insole. So, you know, these are nice. These are actually really nice. Just how comfortable they are. And they don't fit horribly around the ankle. Like, I don't feel them flopping around very much. It's just my toes are right at the end. And that's just like a major mental block for me. It's almost like a claustrophobic type thing where I don't want to wear them if my toes are right at the end at all. I mean, it might not even be uncomfortable, but just with the pressure there, yeah, they're too small. That's too bad. So I don't know. I'm half tempted to exchange them for the 12s and see. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll trade them out for the 12s and see how they fit. Because I know some brands, like the difference between like an 11 and a 12 is only like a less than half of an inch. So if that's the case with these, then that would provide like a perfect amount of room that I need at the end. So maybe we'll do that. I'll open up that order and see if the return window is still available. So we'll see. There's a little bit of a heel rise. I don't know if it's coming through on the footage or not. So it's not entirely secure on my heel as I walk. There's a little bit of a heel rise, but I ran into that with those Hoka Primos too, which are really nice. These have a little bit of a heel rise, but those are super nice. Those are really good. I've been wearing those a lot lately. So these are kind of similar in terms of kind of the looseness around the heel area, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Yeah, see, like I like these. Like, if you can get the sizing right, these are nice. These are very comfortable. I could see them being a good like cold weather shoe. I don't know about the warmer months. I don't think they would breathe well enough. I'd be tempted to do like some surgery on them to create more ventilation holes, which would probably just ruin them. So they look good. They're comfortable. They're nice and light. It's just that sizing. That sizing's a little off for my feet. So the width is okay. It's probably maybe a little more narrow than a classic Croc. I feel like I've got like an ample toe box from side to side. They don't feel like they're too narrow. It does kind of slim a little bit towards the back. You can even kind of tell from above. Let me get back up at the top down angle. All right, so you can see how it's a little wider at the toe box here, and then it trims a little bit towards the center and towards the arch. So this area is a little more narrow on foot, which is good because it kind of grabs onto my foot a little bit. And then this isn't too bad either. I don't think this fits very tight. In fact, that could even fit a little tighter. They could have a little more elastic into this to hold onto the foot. This nylon or whatever. And then the heel area isn't too bad. It's a little tighter around the heel area, but it's not bad. So if you've got wider feet, I can see this being an okay option. So my feet are a little narrower, and they're not bad. They're not pad. So like the general shape of the shoe isn't too bad. It's just that half inch with the sizing, the half sizes, is what's kind of breaking it for me. But everything else about it is okay. The sizing and the ventilation, I think those are the two main flaws with this particular shoe. So I will I'll wrap this part of it up and open up the return on these and see if that window's still open. All right, the return window was still open, but they didn't give me the option to exchange it for a 12. So I'm just gonna send these back for now, and I will revisit this shoe again in the future if I come across another good deal on them with maybe a better colorway. So I'll just I'll get my return, I'll get my money back on these and call it good. They're decent. I don't want to get stuck with a 12 and they don't fit. So I'm not gonna bother to go another size up with them. I'll just send it back. So if you wear a whole size, I would say they're pretty good. But if you're stuck on a half size, then you're probably gonna run into similar sizing issues that I've run into with these and other kind of Croc Echo models. Like the Echo Wave, I ran into sizing issues with that. Needed a half size, and neither the 12s or the 11s fit my foot. So same issue with these. I have a feeling the 12s are going to be too big. I really just need like an extra half inch at the end. Like if they could take the same form with the 11s and then just add a little bit of space at the end, that would be perfect. But I have a feeling that the 12s are going to be kind of bigger all around. So they're probably just going to fit a little more sloppy, which at that point then I won't wear them if they're too loose. So I don't know. They're a cool model. I like how they look. I like the design. I like kind of the futuristic thing that they got going on with them. But I just the sizing is kind of a deal breaker for me with these. So that's that. Thanks for watching though. We managed to get a video out of them regardless. So hopefully this provides informative to other people that are looking at this particular model from Crocs. If you haven't already gotten the Echo Storm from Crocs, it's not a new shoe by any means, but if you're still kind of hemming and hawing about this model, just take the sizing information into consideration and purchase accordingly, I guess. So I don't know what else to say about them. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've got more coming up. We got a pair of Hoka slides we got to do. I've got a pair of got an old Adidas foam shoe that we've got coming that I'll be reviewing within the next week, and so lots more to come in the future. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay in the loop with the Crocszilla informative foam shoe videos. I don't know what else to say. So we'll see you guys. Thank you. Cheers.